How is it going, everybody? This is Shady of Shady Horror, back with another watch and another review. Today, tonight, it is Frankenstein 80. Let's go ahead and get into the synopsis of this. When Professor Schwartz invents a new serum that helps transplant patients better accept their new organs, Dr. Frankenstein quickly steals it to bring to life his greatest creation, Mosaic. Once alive, Mosaic is uncontrollable and escapes from the lab nightly to solicit prostitutes and leave a trail of corpses across the city that only seems to baffle the police and create a wave of fear. Mario Mancini, camera operator on Mario Bava's Blood and Black Lace and Black Sunday. I actually have not seen those movies. Well, Black Sunday, I think I may have. Only film as the only film as director is a stylish, gory, and sleazy take on the Frankenstein story in true Italian exploitation fashion. So, wow, this is his one and only movie he directed, with nods to giallo films, a streak of dark humor featuring gruesome special effects by Carlo Rambaldi, who went on to work on E.T. and Bay of Blood, and starring Gordon Mitchell from Shanghai Joe, Zero Papas from Black Killer, John Richardson from Black Sunday, Renato Romano from The Fifth Chord, and Delilah De La Raza from Flesh for Frankenstein. Actually, a bunch of films that I haven't really seen. Cauldron Films is delirious to present Frankenstein 80, uncensored and restored on Blu-ray for the first time to an unsuspecting North American audience. Okay, so this is Frankenstein 80. It is not rated. It has a runtime of 1 hour and 25 minutes, and it is from the year, no, not 80, but the year 1972. So this is 8 years prior to what its title may suggest. And it is put out by Cauldron. Back again with yet another Italian film. After my rewatches and reviews for Zombie and City of the Living Dead is Frankenstein 80 from the country of Italy. I like how this one begins. I love me some 70s horror flicks. The score is cool too, like a crime slash thriller type score. Then it changes to this cool, like off key, creepy piano tune. Some good 70s music. This Blu-ray looks great. The colors and clarity are really good. A solid restoration right here. This is dubbed, of course, and yes, this is 1972, although the title is Frankenstein 80. A friend let me borrow this and a couple other flicks, so I thought may as well watch and review them. A few first-time watches. This company right here, Cauldron, is a fairly new company, I think, and they do great work. A previous movie I had reviewed on DVD, the Italian film Rat Man, was not long ago put out on Blu-ray by Cauldron as well, and I was able to rewatch that. And that Rat Man Blu-ray was and is a stellar release. The transfer, the packaging, artwork, poster, awesome release for an awesome film. Rat Man was a blast. If you haven't seen my review for that, go ahead and check it out. I have so many Frankenstein films in my collection. It's always cool to see one that I haven't seen before. This has some good blood and gore to it. The blood has that bright, that like brighter red cool tone of the 70s, just how that blood look, that tint to it, but it still looks cool. And although there is slow moments, mainly in kind of like a little bit in the beginning of stuff, because it definitely picks up by the end, uh it's cool. I do appreciate a bit of a different spin and take on the tale of Frankenstein. Organs get removed in this film. A cool scene where Frankenstein, or Frankenstein's monster, Mosaic, I should say, uses a bone as a weapon, and the police are trying to solve these cases of women being murdered. I'm a bit of a Frankenstein myself today. Uh, Ironically, today I got stitches. I won't get into that, but hey, it's fitting. I watch a Frankenstein flick on the day I got stitches. Pretty fucking crazy. Haven't had that happen in a while. But anyway, back to the movie. A doctor transplants organs, blood, and an original take on Frankenstein. This reminds me too that I have so many Frankenstein films in the collection I haven't even watched yet, from an old TV miniseries to some Hammer horror films and more. Maybe, just maybe, I can get to those more in depth in the future. This particular flick has a good little mix of cheesy and sleazy to it. It's more mean spirited than one might think as well. I like that when Mosaic, who is Frankenstein's monster here, gets up and exploring around that he just wants some hoes. He's out there picking up and going after prostitutes. A stolen serum, Mosaic, Frankenstein's monster, police, and investigators on the case. And as I said, the picture itself looks damn good. The picture quality and transfer, the restoration looks solid. Even if you're not a fan of this flick or don't care for it, it is slow at times. I said like just a few parts, but it pretty much picks up really well by the end. I do like how it plays out. It does look great. The colors pop, and it's really cool to see lesser known older films get this treatment, this awesome restoration, and this awesome release. This won't be for everybody, but I enjoyed it. It's got its moments. I'm a big fan of this era, though. I love me some 70s flicks. As I said, this came out in 72, although the title is 80. Uh, it's got some good gore, some good TNA, some really cool shots in here, too. It's got the right amount of sleaze and cheese to it, but it's played straight. I liked it. I think it works. Mosaic is out there running amok. This really is an early slasher film. Mosaic is out there taking people out one by one. It plays out like a slasher too. So give it credit for that. Like this did some slasher tropes many years before some other films. It pretty much plays out like a slasher to me. I liked it, and I liked the direction that it took. And for, I guess, this director being only a one and done film, it stands up pretty solid. Cool to see that it got a release like this. There is some good kills in here. Also, it is good and bloody. It was definitely worth a watch. Okay, everybody, this has been Shady of Shady Horror. Hope everybody's doing good out there. Stay tuned for more reviews, more watches, and more videos on the way. Tonight, it was Frankenstein 80.